Hello everyone, welcome to the DPB Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Modis with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 102 for the week of September 18th, 2017.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Alright, welcome back to the show everyone. Hope those who were in Florida and surrounding states stayed safe from Hurricane Irma last week. We were all thinking about you here at Disney Pins Blog. But yeah, kind of a light week for pin news. But before we get into that, I want to jump into housekeeping. So first, we made a little update at DisneyPinsBlog.com. You might have noticed already, but if you go to the homepage, you'll see a new Trending Now section. It lives right below the most recent blog posts on the homepage, and it's just a little slider area that has some of the more popular blog posts at Disney Pins Blog, and this will switch out every so often, kind of moving with the trend of what's the most popular on the website. So right now we have the Epcot 35th pins, the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party pins, and then the Villains pin trading event at Disney Studio Store Hollywood. And we're probably going to be adding in the Food and Wine Festival pins as well, since that's a pretty hot post right now. Another thing I want to mention in housekeeping is this past week was the Villains Vault 2017 pin release at Disneyland. This was a very popular release. I saw a lot of photos on Instagram and on Facebook, and just want to thank the folks who sent us information and photos on Instagram. I really wish we had someone out at Disneyland to cover that event because it was awesome. It looked really cool. I wish I was there for it. But yeah, lots of great releases. They're super hot. People seem to really like them a lot. I saw there was some long lines in the morning, and I think most of the pins sold out from what I could tell. So that was a really neat release. Hopefully Walt Disney World gets something like that in the near future. Also want to mention, before we get into the pin news, some of the upcoming events. So I kind of wanted to do this since there's so many pin trading events around the world. I kind of wanted to just briefly mention them each week, so I figured it fits well into the housekeeping section of the podcast. So first we have the next Disney Studio Store Hollywood event. That one's coming up here on September 23rd. That's the next release. There's a pin trading day at Disneyland Paris on September 30th. And then there's the Pinopolis game on September 21st from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Disneyland Park picnic area. And then there is a Pinopolis pin event on September 25th at the Retro Station in Kissimmee, Florida. So those are some of the upcoming pin events. And of course, you can find more if you hit the events page at DisneyPinsBlog.com. All right, let's get into the pin news. All right, first let's start off with Disney Store UK. They have a new release coming out for Zorro's 60th anniversary. This pin is a limited edition of just 500, and the retail price is £9. So far, this is exclusive to Europe, so I don't believe it's going to be coming to the American Disney Store, but we will see. Moving on to Disney Movie Club, they had a new release for VIP members. This pin features Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King. The retail price for this pin is $6.95, and you must be a VIP member of Disney Movie Club to have access to purchase that pin. Some other exciting news from Disney Movie Rewards is a new pin collection coming. This is called the Around the World pin collection. And I haven't seen anything like this for a while, coming from Disney Movie Rewards, so this is pretty exciting. They have this little briefcase-style collector's box, and there's going to be 4 pins included with this collection. The first pin will be released on September 28th, and it features the 101 Dalmatians in London. So each pin is themed to a movie and a location in the world. And the first one is London, like I said. The first one comes with the collector's box as well, but it is 900 points. So each of these pins will be 900 points to redeem to get your pin. The next one features Hawaii, and that one will be coming in January 2018, and that one has a Lilo and Stitch on it. The third one features Australia, and that one has Finding Nemo on it. Really cool artwork on these pins, and that will be available in April 2018. And then the final pin says Welcome to Paris with Ratatouille. It has Remy right on the front. But yeah, these pins look awesome. I think it's a really cool collection they're doing at Disney Movie Rewards. So I wish I had enough points to be able to get some of these, because I think it's a really cool collector's piece. For those listening, you can head over to DisneyPinsBlog.com. We do have images up of the pins and more information. Next, the New York Comic-Con is coming up here very soon in October. It's actually October 5th through the 8th. And we just got a look at the New York Comic-Con 2017 themed lanyard. So it's, if you're heading to that event, be sure to pick up your lanyard. You can get it right now at Reed Pop Supply Company online for just $8, and that is an event-specific lanyard. And of course, there's going to be probably more lanyards released there, as well as pins, so probably Marvel pins more than likely. We'll be sure to post about those whenever we get more information. And then last, we have the new pin releases this week at Disney Parks. First, we'll start off with the shared releases. The next pin of the month for Essence of Evil is coming, and this one features a Mother Gothel from Tangled. Limited edition of 3,000. Retail price is $15.99. That'll be available on both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World, on September 21st. And then the next Doorways to Disney pins was one of my favorite collections out right now. This is coming out on Thursday as well, September 21st. And this one features Star Tours. So it has C3PO on the inside, limited edition of 4,000, and the retail price on those, I believe, is $15.99 as well. And then there's a exclusive at Walt Disney World this week. It features the Happily Ever After annual pass holder pin. So this is an AP exclusive, only available at Walt Disney World on September 21st, limited edition of 3,000. And this is the second Happily Ever After pin for the new fireworks show at the Magic Kingdom. The first one is an open edition, so it's still available at the parks. And now we have a limited for annual pass holders. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the pin news this week. Let's head into Disney Pin Chat. Okay, so the format for Disney Pin Chat has changed a little bit. I did want to try something new. Last week I said I was going to post a question in the forums and in the Disney Pins Blog community. If you guys aren't a member of the Disney Pins Blog community yet, you can just head over to Facebook and search the DPB community and ask to join, and we'll approve you. But every week I kind of wanted to just ask a question, post it on the forums, give you guys a week to respond, and then we would discuss it in the podcast. So for this week's question, I'm going to head over to the forums right now. So I wanted to talk about your top 3 Disney pin collections. So in last week's episode number 101, I asked, what are your top 3 Disney pin collections you're most interested in? So yeah, I just wanted to get some conversation. I thought it was very interesting because I thought we were going to see a lot of the same repeats. But we didn't get too many responses since I think this is the first week. It's still kind of new. But all the responses we did get, they're all different, which I thought was exciting. So first I want to say mine. My top 3 Disney pin collections right now that I'm focusing on, of course, is Tower of Terror, Pirates of the Caribbean, the attraction, the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. And I think if I had to pick a third one, it would probably be my Spaceship Earth collection. I just started collecting Spaceship Earth pins. I have a ton of side collections, but those are probably the 3 I'm focused on right now. Alright, so I'm going to read off the ones from the forums. So we had PinFan92 said, my favorite and biggest collections of pins are the Pin Trader Delight pins. My second favorite pins to collect are Fox and the Hound pins. I have almost every one. Wow, that's awesome. And my third favorite pins to collect are Star Wars pins. Nice. I actually have a side collection of Star Wars pins as well. Yes, that's a growing collection for me too. So next we have Pins Alley in the forums. They said Aladdin, number 1. Enchanted Tiki Room / Country Bears, number 2. I like that. I'm a fan of the Tiki Room as well. I have a little bit of side collection of Tiki Room. And then third, they said Princess and the Frog. That's really cool as well. I love that film. Then the next one, we have Match Rohde in the forums. Said, hi, new pin collector here. My top 3 are Anything Pluto, 3D Castles, and Eeyore/Pooh. So that's really cool. 3D Castles, I think that's neat. So I thought that was really exciting, and the new format here, just asking a question, getting your guys' feedback, and then discussing it. I was honestly blown away by this. I thought we would have some repeats in collections. I'm surprised no one said Ariel. I thought, she was probably the hottest collection out there right now. It's Stitch. I'm surprised no one said Stitch either. Those are pretty big. And also villains. Everyone, a lot of people love villains. I personally don't, but I know a lot of people do. But I thought it was really cool. Lots of different pins here, lots of different interests. So I think that's awesome. I also posted this question in the Disney Pins blog community on Facebook. No one answered there. All the answers were in the forum, which, that's fine. So, yeah, very cool. So that is going to lead me into next week's question for episode 103. So you guys will have all week to answer. And this week, we'll, of course, post it again in the forum so you guys can put your answers in there. We're also going to post it on the Disney Pins blog community, so you'll have all week to answer there. And then also for this week, since this is the first time I'm announcing it on the podcast, last week I didn't, so this is the first time I'm going to say the question. You guys can also post on DisneyPinsblog.com on the blog post if you want. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can post on YouTube below. And then I'll just, when I'm recording next week, I'll combine all the answers and put them together. And we'll discuss from there. So this week is kind of a poll. So a lot of people use lanyards in the parks when they're pin trading. And Disney's creating more and more lanyards. There's a lot of people out there that create custom lanyards. And I wanted to ask, do you prefer regular or wide? So that's the question this week. Just let me know. Do you like the regular style lanyard or the wide style lanyard? And you can also say why if you want. And so I thought that'd be cool, a cool little poll. I'm curious to see what the percentage is, how many people prefer the regular lanyards versus the wide. I'm excited to see for next week's episode. All right, so be on the lookout for that question posted in the forums and other social media. But that's going to do it, guys, for episode 102 of the DPB Podcast. I appreciate everyone listening and watching. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll be back again next week. See ya.